be with your partner and kids if you have them. And watch the shadows.
Hello, my one brigade. How y'all doing? Gaming Awesome here. And today's gonna be different. It's just a creator we've already reacted to before. Two Idiot Drummins. Now, they are the ones that have made the Server Blight series. Yes, this is not Server Blight, obviously. But they also make other SFMs, and they have a playlist for Creepypasta SFMs. So I figured, let's check out what else they make, and not just stick with Server Blight. Give them some extra lovin's, you know? Since they were kind enough to actually not comment on my video, so that was always nice. Always nice. This one is SFM The Spy Creepypasta. It's 5 months old. Not that old, but 30 minutes. I don't know what to expect. There's gonna be a really awkward cut there. Sorry about that. But
I'm not sure if I should or shouldn't tell this story.
Tell it.
Chances are nobody will believe me, as I no longer have any proof. But I feel, for the safety of others, I have to talk about the spy and why you should be as afraid of him as I am.
It did say in the description that this is like an old cheesy cliche creepypasta, which sometimes I just love hearing, because they're so... I just love hearing them, they're so fun. But I also try to think of when this came out.
This story takes place on October 27th, 2012, a few days before Halloween.
Whoa.
I was looking forward to hanging out with my friends and doing our annual movie night. On this night, though, I chose to stay home and play Team Fortress 2.
Like a
My
Giga
favorite
Chad.
class was the Spy. Challenging, but rewarding. It was so addicting to play. I even had the outfit for a cosplay at my local game and anime conventions, as well as a butterfly knife so I could learn how to do the flips and tricks. As you can tell, I'm a freaking nerd.
Let's see your hands.
I'm proud of it. Gaming is a passion for me, and Team Fortress 2 was easily one of my favorite games.
Understandable.
During this time, the Halloween event for the game was going on, and I was trying to get the achievements and special items that were available that year.
As you do.
So I was playing sniper with the huntsman, primarily so I could kill Marasmus when he showed up. Everything seemed fine until I was killed by a spy. The kill cam came up, and it was someone named Spy, with no hats or unlocks of any kind.
Creative.
Well, that's embarrassing, I thought to myself. And here I thought I was so good at the class, and I ended up being killed by a new player. At least, I figured he was a new player, considering his loadout. Oh well, I went about my business and continued to play. I was in the middle of fighting Marasmus, and was killed by Spy again. And it was odd because I thought I was doing well to prevent him from backstabbing me. Clearly he wasn't a new player. He was smart about avoiding till I was completely distracted. So I figured, why not play Spy as well? It could be fun to play against someone who obviously knew what he was doing.
Yeah, a little
so
challenge.
I went Spy and played as normal.
Yeah, that's why if you get rolled by someone, you try again against them, because that's like challenging.
I went about stabbing and shooting people, trying to find him so I could go toe-to-toe with him in a spy duel. But I could never find him, so I went about going after his team instead. Just before killing an enemy medic, I was killed yet again.
I hate ads, but what the... You won't see what it was, but it was like a Dracula juice ad. What the fuck?
Instead. Just before killing an enemy medic, I was killed yet again. Same player. This guy's good, I thought. His timing was perfect. I decided to check the scoreboard to see how many points he had, but there wasn't anyone named Spy. I was a little disappointed. I figured he left the server and decided to go ahead and go back to trying to get the achievements again, when I was backstabbed by, who else? Spy. And to add insult to injury, there was a message in the server chat that said,
"You are an amateur and a fool."
I was
My only question is, why is no one else saying, what the fuck?
getting a little bit agitated. I could never seem to find this guy before he killed me. and I would keep seeing the same thing every time when the camera zoomed in. A spy with a stock loadout and a smile on his face. Yeah, a smile. Like he was grinning at the fact that he killed me. I decided to just quit and come back later, but I was still a little agitated. Not at the fact that he kept killing me, but the fact that I tried to look for him, even checked the scoreboard for his name, and there was nothing. Who the heck just leaves for a brief moment, then comes back to kill someone? I admit, it worked.
Someone with a vendetta?
But how would they know I was looking at that particular point in time? It just didn't make sense.
Magic.
I joined a non-Halloween server, deciding to play Badwater, one of my favorite maps for spy. I was having fun up until I was killed by a spy, and it was him again. Same look and name. Only, he seemed different somehow. The texture was changed a bit. His suit looked darkened due to aging, and his face looked pale. The same thing kept happening. I would try to look for him and would still end up being killed. And, like the other server, I didn't see him on the scoreboard. He ended up dominating me, and I saw a message in the chat again.
I'm going to gut you like a Cornish game hen.
A little disturbed, I asked my teammates if they saw this guy, or if he was killing anyone. They all said these spies aren't that good, and weren't having any problems. I asked them, "What about Spy?" They said they weren't being killed by anyone with a name like that. While I was typing another message, I was killed by Spy yet again, and asked if anyone saw that. I saw this reply.
"Do you have a bind or something? It keeps saying you killed yourself."
I stopped. I must be losing my mind. So there's a player that only I can see, who I know is killing me, but nobody else is seeing him in game,
Boogie woogie.
or his messages in the chat, and to everyone else, it looks like I'm suiciding.
"This is crazy. How does any of this make any sense?"
I said to myself. Then I saw
At that moment, new PC.
another message in the chat.
May I make a suggestion? Run.
Then my game froze briefly, and it said I was disconnected from the server. A little creeped out, I decided to join another server.
Aw, that
The
does
map was
suck.
upward. We were still at the first point.
Why are these supernatural entities always like, you know what? This guy's having too much fun in the game. Let's fuck with him.
I picked soldier and started moving out of spawn. I checked around the spawn door. Nothing. So I started heading to the front line. Checked my back once. Nothing. Moved a little further. Checked it again. Still nothing. I decided to rocket jump the rest of the way and looked back behind me while I was jumping. I saw him standing still as I was flying in midair, only for a brief moment, then cloaked and disappeared. I decided to hell with this and went back to find him. I searched above, in the tunnels, by the edge of the cliff, nowhere to be found, so I started moving towards the front line again, trying to check my back every so often. He wasn't stabbing me this time. I would check my back every so often and see him just standing there, looking at me, before cloaking and running away. I would chase him, but I figured it was pointless. I'd never find him.
Well, he did say run.
It was like chasing a ghost. No matter what I did, I would never catch him before he killed me. He was toying with me.
Yes.
He knew I couldn't do anything to stop him. And eventually, I gave up looking for him and tried to have some fun, blasting people with my rocket launcher and blowing up. I was having a good time for a while.
And then
as I was pushing the cart, I was backstabbed again. And this time, I was legitimately freaked out. I saw him again.
he looks
But
different.
this time he was zombified. His suit was torn and raggedy, with dried blood on it. His right arm and leg had its bones showing at the knee and elbow, and the balaclava was now over his skull. The flesh was gone. It shouldn't have scared me this much, since it was part of the Halloween event,
Yeah.
but after everything that has happened up until this point, I was scared at the sight of this dead spy. I left the server, and decided to check my recent players list. Surely there was something there. Every player has a Steam profile, right? I looked at the list and there he was. The name was just Spy, and the avatar was the spy himself, a close-up of the face with a twisted and evil grin that went from ear to ear. And his eyes, they had a tint of red in the pupils. almost demonic. I checked the player profile page, and the image was still there, that evil smile, looking right at me. He had no location, headline, or player introduction. The page was almost entirely blank. I looked at his Team Fortress 2 stats, and he had a total of 44,204 hours logged in game.
It was time for Thomas to leave. He had seen everything.
So,
No fucking way.
do
I
you
looked at his player stats. All of his hours were with Spy, and he had over 1 million points, and his longest life matched his playtime, meaning that this player, whoever or whatever it was, never died.
That's just one of them people that's like, you know what? I'll make everyone else's life miserable
Did
today.
the math, and he had been playing since October 10th, 2007, the day the game was released. I went back to his profile page and the headline had changed.
I'll be seeing you.
I was freaking out. I know that wasn't there a few moments ago. All of a sudden I heard this loud noise coming from my speakers, like a siren. Then a blue screen came up, realizing that my computer had just crashed. I rebooted it back up and got to the login, typed in my password and was greeted with nothing on my desktop. Nothing. No shortcuts, no background, nothing at all. Explorer was still working and I could still navigate the taskbar, but a small amount of static could be heard from my speakers. I figured then that I must have gone to some kind of fake Steam site and downloaded a virus, and decided to do a quick scan of my computer. I, for whatever reason, lost my connection, so decided to reconnect. I updated my antivirus and malware software and began scanning. I also started up Steam and was getting ready to send a ticket to Steam support. Whoever this bastard was, I was going to report him. This was more than just some typical hacker or something. It was like I was being stalked. I checked my recent players list again. His name was still there. I clicked on his name and got a 404 error saying the page did not exist. I refreshed it as many times as I could, but the result was the same. I closed Google Chrome and decided to check the scan. Suddenly, every program I had open crashed. My taskbar disappeared and the static increased in volume. Then the black background changed into a horrific image that I will never be able to forget. The image of the spy, grinning from ear to ear, appeared again. But worse, the spy was now a decayed corpse. You could clearly see where bits of flesh used to be and a smile was showing, with some teeth missing. The right side of his face was blown out, like he took a shotgun blast to the face, but he still had bits of his eyeball where it used to be, while the left eye stared directly at me. It was yellow with some small red cracks in it, similar to how yours would look if you went a long period of time without sleeping. And while this image stuck on my screen, I hear one of the spy's voice lines booming from my speakers.
I'm coming for you.
Then I hear him laughing. Normally at first, then increasing in volume, and slowly becoming more and more distorted and twisted, looping over and over, creating an echo in my room. My ears were ringing as it kept getting louder and louder. I covered my ears, but still it was cutting through, piercing my ears.
I'm going to show you exactly what you do in this situation, alright? You ready? Roll the clip. And you see, that's what you do.
Eardrums. I reached for the power cable and pulled it out, shutting my computer off instantly. I've reformatted my computer since then. I had no choice. After that incident, my computer wouldn't get past the Windows startup screen. I had to reset my computer to factory settings to get it working again.
Always fun.
Since then, my computer has been running fine and I've been able to play other games. I told my friends and family that my computer crashed and I had to reset it, but I never told them about what I saw that night. Team Fortress 2 is obviously on my Steam account, but until now I haven't installed it. I'm downloading as I type this, and I hope that by sharing this with you, I'll be able to play it again without shaking. I miss the game, but I can't get rid of this fear I have of the spy hunting me in my real life. I've been having nightmares since then, and they always play out the same way.
Peekaboo.
I come home at night, and as I'm trying to unlock my door, I feel a knife being plunged deep into my back. and being pushed down, ripping through my spine. The spy's decaying hand over my mouth, and his eye looking directly into mine. Laughing as I bleed to death. And every time I wake up sweating.
Just saying, if it's the same dream every time, and you can pinpoint when he's about to stab you, turn around, grab the knife, doggy style him, and fuck him up. Fuck him up. Repeat, I said fuck him up.
With my butterfly knife in my bed.
It's like, I will turn you into this boy. That was so cheesy, but I loved it. Oh shit, that actually looks kind of cool. I like that. Next video, though. Next is the Creepypasta Trust. That's an old one, 2011, I think it was? Or 2012? I don't remember. But the spy one is interesting because it's so cheesy and bad that you can tell it's from the early Creepypastas. But when you think about it, if you're a child who just got TF2 and was enjoying the game, but then you had this, you'd probably be pretty scared. But let's move on to Trust, shall we? Alright, y'all see that? Flashing lights at 7:55. You've been warned. Bum 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 bum. And I love people that are so creative with SFM and stuff. It's just so good. It just makes me wonder, though, what the hell would a genuine horror SFM look like if Anonymous fucking made it? Or like some of the big name SFM creator people made a horror one. I would love to see that. And I mean genuine horror, not like a gimmick. Hey there.
Hey. You know what's going on here?
No. I went to sleep and woke up tied to a fucking chair with some asshole in front of me who's apparently in the same fucking situation.
Alright, asshole. You ain't gotta be like that, dickhead.
Can you move anything besides your eyes and mouth?
Just my fingers and toes. Damn much that can do.
Okay. Looks like we're stuck here until whoever did this decides to do what they're doing. What's your name?
Mike.
I'm Chuck. Can you think of any reason you're here? Did you hurt anyone, steal from anyone, anything?
Man, I've never done anything. Couple speeding tickets, that's it. You think someone would at least tell you why they kidnapped you?
I can't think of anything either.
Sometimes people just do horrible things for no reason.
Any chance you recognize me?
Don't think so.
Alright. We're two innocent strangers. I guess it's just random. Pick the first person they happen to get, but for what?
Shit! I just cut myself. I think something hard and sharp is around my right arm.
What the hell? What are they going to...
Hard and sharp is around my right arm.
What the hell?
Metal bands are around my right arm.
What are they going to...
Good evening, gentlemen.
Hello.
As you have no doubt discovered, you have been restrained in a now powerful little game.
Yes.
Between you is a table, and on this table is a gun.
Oh, lovely.
In some time, the restraints in your right arms will be released. The first to get the gun and kill the other will win their own life. An associate will put you to sleep, and you will be released. A free man. The other will be disposed of, and you will never be bothered again. If neither of you shoot the gun within 5 minutes of your restraints being released, a lethal electric current will be sent through your chairs, killing you both.
Oh, lovely.
Painfully, in fact. It's better for one of you to live than both of you to die.
This is literally a straight jigsaw.
Good luck.
This is like one of those fucked up human
What the fuck,
experiences.
Chuck?
I guess we'll have to wait. Maybe they want us to get to know the man we have to kill.
I don't want to kill anyone, but I sure as hell don't want to die.
Would you rather kill me or die? That's the important question. Is your life worth the death of someone else? Could you live your life knowing that you murdered someone just so you can live?
No. I'd rather die than kill someone. But I'd rather live and not kill even more.
I feel the same, Mike, but unless you think we can untie ourselves in 5 minutes with only one hand.
Yeah? What if we could?
What? How can we trust that we actually have 5 minutes? How can I trust in you? If I reach over to untie myself, how do I know you won't go for the gun?
Like I said, I'd rather die than kill someone. A shot at us both living is better than the alternative.
I guess it's the only way not to be a murderer. I trust you. You can trust in me too. It feels like there are 3 straps on each limb. One on my head, one under my shoulders, and one around my waist.
So, not counting the ones on the right arm, that's 12 straps, or belts, whatever they are. I'm sure we have enough time.
I was gonna say, this is just like one of those fucked up thought experiments. The biggest one is the head.
So, got a family or anything, Chuck?
No, not really. My parents are around and I see them every once in a while. I have a few friends, no one really close. Yeah, what about you?
I have a girlfriend, and a kid, and the rest of the family. I really want to get back to them. I just got a new job, planning on getting a house. Things are going pretty well. Man, why did this have to happen now?
Why does this have to happen at all? Why are people so fond of death?
That does look extremely uncomfortable, I'm not gonna lie. No hold bars. Ouch.
Hey, come on. We gonna sit here all day? I want to see my kid again. I want to get out of here.
Mike, just relax. Think about how you're gonna get out of here. Think about getting your other arm free. Your head, your chest, your legs.
Alright.
I was gonna say, as soon as they release it, go for the arms, go for the head, then chest, and then legs.
I'm cool.
Mike, take a breath, man. Just breathe in. Mike, are you listening to me?
I just assumed that we can get out of here. They could have us locked in. They could have people kill us the moment we walk out. I don't even know where we are. Could be in the middle of the desert or Antarctica for all
Yeah, but the thing is, if you get free, you have a gun.
I know. Hell, there could be someone 6 feet to the left and I wouldn't know. They could be listening in the whole time and know what we plan to do. I don't even know what's holding me down. They might have to cut me out of here, and there's no way to get out of here with just one hand.
No, it's a belt.
Someone has to die, and it sure as hell won't be me.
Mike, focus. Focus on getting out. No one has to die. I know it. You have to know it too. 12 straps. That's it. We walk out. Finally free. Come on.
Sorry, Chuck. I have a family. I've got more to live for than you.
Don't do this. There's plenty of time. Don't go home to your family a murderer.
Fuck you.
There is no gun. There is no gun on the table. Yep. See, it was a social experiment.
5 years.
All you have to do is trust them. That is a good creepypasta, though. Honestly, I love this one. This one was really good. Because the whole gimmick was trust. That's because he specifically says, no, don't really have anyone. Still fucked up, though. Next one. The third video is Infested. I do like how, while they're making the next Server Blights and stuff, they're still making these little short animated creepypastas. Because it's not only like giving us the viewers more stuff to react and watch, but it's also sharpening their skills, I believe, in animating.
I guess you could say it started when the meteors hit.
Walking around in my banana shoes! Sorry, I had to... Meow. Also, if there's a meteorite, if it was a meteor, we'd be fucking dead. Just saying. That is bright. My eyes.
That was when the news started to cover it.
Yeah.
Stating that scientists have discovered something in the mist. Something alive.
Ah.
He bit me. What? He fucking bit me. What the fuck?
Zombies. Very short but sweet.
The actual research was drowned
I always do like zombie creepypastas. I like ones that are unique.
out pretty quickly by
The
paranoia.
Paranoia.
But what should you expect when hellfire rains from the skies until the dead rise from their graves to drag us down to the depths with them? The end has come, people. We have to unite to vanquish this evil.
People caught on to what was going on and started to fight back against the infected.
That sound too confident.
Dead. They're as good as dead. Why are we sitting here wasting our time and resources on the lost causes? We need to focus on the people who still have a chance.
And that's why we have to fight back. These monsters are gonna come into our homes, take our lives, and infect our children. How much longer till there's no one left to stop them? That's why you need to vote.
Just saying. Fuck off.
Fucking dead. Why are we trying to help them? We need to focus on the living.
Yes, we need to focus on the living. Now let me beat this fucking SWAT guy with a silver bat.
They killed an officer at Anderson Memorial Hospital. I don't even remember his name. We stopped leaving our houses. They were picking up anyone they found. Didn't know who was infected anymore. Some people went out on their own terms, rather than face the infection. I guess the truth doesn't matter if you're scared or angry enough. If someone finds this recording, please, don't do what we did. We should have listened when they told us about those things in the mist. Dying when they came in contact with our air.
Open the door, you infected pig!
Yeah, because that's exactly what people would do. Just like with the witch trials and all that other bullshit. It would literally just turn into that. Next video. Alright, fourth video from oldest to newest, the second video from newest to oldest, depending on how you watch it. Hyper-realistic. I'm pretty certain this one is a joke. Like a joke one. Minute 30.
One hyper-realistic morning, I opened my hyper-realistic eyes, only to find that my hyper-realistic bedsheets had been torn off my hyper-realistic bed and strewn about my hyper-realistic room. I decided, with my hyper-realistic brain, to jump out of my hyper-realistic bed to find the cause of this, only to notice that when my hyper-realistic feet touched the hyper-realistic carpet, it was damp.
Squishy.
Looking down with my
He shit the bed.
Hyper-realistic eyes, I saw that it was covered in hyper-realistic blood. I opened my hyper-realistic mouth to scream, but hyper-realistic blood started to pour out, and my hyper-realistic eyes became filled with hyper-realistic blood tears. Due to a massive loss of hyper-realistic blood, I died, and then a hyper-realistic skeleton popped out.
He was tuned
This
up.
was the hyper-realistic man that was haunting my hyper-realistic dreams during my hyper-realistic sleep before I hyper-realistically woke up.
Oh my god, that's fucking hilarious. I love it. Final video. Alright, this is the last of their short creepypasta SFM horrors that they do in between Server Blights, and I don't know, I'm always up for them doing whatever. I'll always be happy with more Server Blight, but I enjoy these too. It's nice because it's like I said, you get to see them sharpen their skills with animating and all that, and then you can see it correlated into Server Blight. I think it's pretty cool. Anyway, final video. Have you ever seen the Shadows Dance? Half-Life 2 graphics. Specifically Half-Life 2 graphics. Bow, bow, bow. Stimp. Stomp. Stimp. Ha. You're supposed to rewind.
Have you ever seen the Shadows Dance? You probably haven't. It takes the right kind of person, and you can't just be born that way. It takes effort.
Ah.
It takes time.
Ah.
It's not easy. You have to live to see them. Easy. You have to live.
Yep, that was a shadow following him. I was like, wait a minute, did I just see something?
No. Not even be perfectly kind. Nor be truly perfect. Those people will never see the Shadows Dance. In order to be the right kind of person, you have to see from another person's view. Walk a mile in another man's shoes. Be kind and gentle. Be cruel and brutal. Survive and kill. Suffer and cause suffering.
And you PPB set out and hum.
Save a life. Be saved yourself. Live, love, be loved, lie, be lied to. Break a heart, have your heart broken. Experience true terror and true relief. Shatter your life, pick up the pieces. By the time this is done, you'll be old and gray. Don't feel bad about this. No one is going to get there and still be young. Go out onto your porch, probably with your partner and kids if you have them, and watch the Shadows Dance.
Oh! Someone had fun. And this is when you get on your radio and call for backup.
I can see them dancing.
I'm glad you can, because I can't see shit. But honestly, that's it for their Creepypasta series SFM so far. They are probably definitely gonna make more, and I hope they do. I enjoy these. It's nice. It's not. I love Server Blight, but it's nice to take little breaks from it. You know. I enjoy it. If you enjoyed it, please go show some love to 2D Dramas, so I'll leave a link to the description, as well as the playlist they have for their Creepypasta SFMs. Go show some love to each of their videos like I have. Like them. Like I have. And if you somehow have not subscribed to them, please do. They're honestly they're talented people, and I'm always excited to see what else they make. But without you reached the end of my video, if you enjoyed my editing, commentary, or whatnot, please subscribe. Leave a like. Comment if you really feel like it. But mainly, what I really hope that the returning people that aren't subscribed decide to subscribe with this one. It'll make me hecka happy. But I'll say what I always say at the end of my videos. Bye-bye!